Hey man, you need to hear this. If you're looking for fast, cheap, and reliable MUT coins, I highly recommend to check out my sponsor, DMC, Discount MUT Coins, and use code 187 for 10% off at checkout.
He's going to come out in this ace twins offset formation. It's going to be two receivers on the left side, and there's two tight ends.
Well, here we go. Kicking it away, and here's Bucksweep. And he'll take it to the 30-yard line. Seen a ton of games down there in Tampa Bay. What a stadium. And now they'll set up their audibles and get ready to go. What a day of Madden it's been so far, and we still got a ways to go. And what a matchup here between Civil and Bucksweep.
Man, fresh of breath air. It's two different playbooks that we usually don't see. This should be fun.
Let's see if they implement the forward pass. You can catch all 32 of our club championship finals. They're out there on Madden Competitive Gaming YouTube. Make sure you go out there and subscribe today. That's a good way to get better. And a lot of folks are wondering, like, man, how do these guys know what plays to run and all this kind of stuff? It's a lot of labbing, it's a lot of rinse and repeat, and it's a lot of watching better players run their schemes.
Yeah. And I'm just watching him set his audibles. I'm just looking at the formations he's going to run. And this is going to be something we don't usually see. We're going to see a lot of different formations that you don't see on Twitch.
My visual feedback is not right.
All right, so we got some settings here. He wants to set up as our admin comes out there. This is not a be easy moment.
Oh, man.
This is for us to take it easy one more time. It's better to do this stuff now than when you get out there.
Oh.
And you can tell, you know, Bucksweep's, he's 30 years old. He's played a lot of Madden, and it looked like on the play call screen it wasn't set up the way he wanted it. Yeah,
that's exactly what it was. I don't know if he did this on purpose, but usually the top play is Y, the middle play is X, and then the bottom play is A. And this is X, A, Y.
Most Madden players hate when you change this, but when you're used to what you're used to.
Yeah, it kind of messed me up in one of the tournaments. It was in the Madden Classic, Madden 19 Classic.
Oh, you better check those settings, man.
Yeah, Strafen switched the settings, and I played on it, and it messed me up.
Old Doug the Pirate is known for changing those settings for sure. Shout out to Strafen. At a 0-0 game. Ball's going to be at the 30-yard line. We always talk about the gentleman's agreement to set the audibles up ahead of time. And I'm really interested to see this Packers playbook because I ran it in Madden 19. If it's got something in it, let me find out.
Yeah, I wonder if it's the same Packers playbook that it's always been. Maybe it's something different that he likes from it. And this is a formation I really haven't seen, even Packers in Madden 19. This is weird.
So
right
first and 10. Two wide receivers off. He's going to hand it off to. No, if Lamar Jackson keeps it. That's what I'm talking about. Get the read option going. That's a gain of 14 yards.
Telling you, man, you're going to see plays that you've never seen before in this Green Bay Packers playbook because we're so used to the Oakland playbook.
I just got NCAA 14.
Here we go. Come on.
That's crazy.
I'll be like this.
Little read option to start it off. And look at Sybil's face. He's like, what happened?
No, like, you really can't be prepared for that. Like, how could you know that a read option's coming from that playbook or from that set?
Bucksweep's been holding on to this Lamar and Portis combo. So that's escape artist with a Portis. And he will use a timeout. After that read option, Civil wasn't going to give him any more. He's like, you better call a timeout if you got something to change, man.
Yeah.
I like it. You got to get a little savage, man.
He's crazy, man. He's still setting audibles after taking 2 delayed games. And he has a lot of formations to go to.
Wow. First and 10. This was a playbook that Dubby ran for a while last year. Just the first 8 seconds have gone by in the first 30 minutes of the stream. Here we go. Ball at the 43.
Here we go. Come on.
Timeout gone by. Not a big deal in the first half.
Okay, so he's in the Green Bay playbook, but he's still about to try to run similar sets from the Oakland playbook, so we're going to still see a little bit of that.
Hands it off to Portis.
Oh, God.
Portis will work his way to the 48. There are a lot of similarities. You can talk about the Oakland playbook. Certainly the Jags have a lot of similar plays as Oakland have, and so there may be something in the Packers playbook maybe a play or two
Yeah.
that he knows you're maybe not ready for. They haven't labbed against.
Yeah. Well, I do know Green Bay has that tight offset formation that he might go to. The play's called Y out. One of the most popular plays in the game. You should see it later in the game.
2nd and 2. Civil starting to talk to himself.
I've never seen so many audibles being set.
Civil's a youngster in this club championship, 19 years old. You got Clef at 23. Bucksweep at 30, and Duke.
Come on, boy. Come
He's
on.
the elder statesman at
Come on.
32, and that's a great shed to get in there to stop for a 3rd and 5. That was Joseph.
Linval Joseph just shooting the gap.
Ball. Come on. Make
Killing
plays,
dive
come
on his own.
So we got 3rd and 5 for the 49. Right at midfield.
I want to see some of these dots that Bucksweep has cooked up. You're picking the Green Bay playbook. I want to see these new dots.
Lamar will head into the gun. And a bit of a pistol look, and then he'll go up underneath.
If you don't know, T.Y. Hilton is at tight end right now. Look for him attack, and there goes T.Y.
And he won't get there.
4th and short. What is he going to do?
It's 4th and maybe a half a yard. At the 48, he's going to hurry up. And he'll go to the gun. Play clock running down. Portis in the backfield.
He doesn't know what to do.
And he's going to use his 2nd timeout.
Make him think. Come on. Make him think. Come on.
Civil from Quincy, Michigan.
I think he's listening to country music.
Hey, I can get down with it. I listen to it all.
All right, 4th and 1. I-form wing. I want to see how he uses his escape artist. You have to have it for a reason.
Hot routes coming in from Lamar.
Well, that's a delayed streak. So basically, they're going to go up 20 yards or 30 yards, and then they're going to stop and come back. You're going to see it. Look at the...
He turns and he throws it late, but there is Sharp.
Oh,
The
man.
legend up underneath.
Bucksweep is a nerd. He has 2 delay streaks, so basically he's going to try to roll out, and then the streak stop and try to run back to him. And he's going to try to throw to one of them, and then he had the delay streak. Yeah, that's a nerdy play right there.
And you mean that in the most complimentary way.
Yeah.
It's Drini, the 2-time champ. Along with me, Scott Cole, and there's Portis. He gets free. They
That's a
won't
good
catch him.
That's
Touchdown, Buck.
Whew. He kept the scheme under wraps, and then first possession. That's what it's all about. Keeping that scheme under wraps, and then the first possession, make them pay for it. They don't know what's coming, and then that's the biggest thing, scoring on the first possession.
It's up and it's good. He faced a 4th and 1 on the drive, but gets it done. 70 plays. 70 yards.
Come on, baby.
We've called a lot of Madden over the last couple of weeks. 70-yard drive, capping off with a Portis run. And here's Dickerson, not to be confused with Eric, will lay down at the 23.
And there we go, the A slot offset, what I told you about. You're going to see a air attack, man. He's just going to pass the ball a lot. And this is one of the formations I really do struggle with. I need to practice this.
I love it when they put it in the air.
Yeah.
These guys that just run the ball all the time. You know, the Dreenies. 1st and 10.
So he's gonna try to stop this with the 3-4 odd pinched linebackers. See if this works out for him.
Quick throw to the outside. There's Marvin Harrison. Syracuse alum will haul it in at the 27. I thought he had the wheel on the other side if he'd been patient.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people that run trips tight end have that same route combo. So I see that he's gonna run it similar to trips tight end.
2nd and 7. Barking out the orders. This is Troy Aikman. And that's another quick throw. And this time it's T.O.
I like it. Making him respect that out route if you want to stop him. But you better put a cloud flap out there on the outside cornerback. And then once you do that, then he's going to try to attack you through the seams.
Bucksweep from Sarasota. First time he's playing against Civil here. He's going to have to try to stop him here on a 3rd and 2. Troy swing it outside, and this time it's a high pass.
He was trying to hit that out route once again, but Troy Aikman was not having it. Just overthrew it. Could have been complete, but
yeah, these are some quick throws. They worked on the 1st down, worked on 2nd down, 3rd down.
have we ever seen a competitor go through all 3 timeouts in the 1st quarter? I've never seen that before.
He's out of timeouts with a 4th and 2 coming. Ball at the 32, trailing by a touchdown.
Will Civil throw another out route? I'm pretty sure he's going to motion him in to move that flat out, and then he throws it, yeah.
And Marvin Harrison gets another 4 yards. What's the adjustment here, Trini?
If I'm Bucksweep, I put that outside cornerback in a cloud flat. What that's going to do is it's going to guard the out route, and then you're probably going to have to guard the deep, streaks and post and corners yourself. So, I mean, there we go. He actually puts him in a cloud, and then he guards the deep. So he probably listened.
And he comes back the other way, and now it's
I can't think.
Smith. Low cap guy hauling it in to get his feet in bounds. These are 2 different concepts that we haven't seen so far in the tourney.
Yeah, I like it. He's attacking both sides. He's attacking the outsides on both sides.
And Portis will run straight ahead. I forgot about he had Glenn Portis.
Yeah, but he's basically making you double flat on both sides. He wants you to hard flat and cloud flat on both sides, and then he can attack the middle once he sees that you're doing that. So
and then you got to respect the 0-1 trap, the halfback dive, all that kind of stuff, because Portis is back there with him.
Yeah, it's a tough formation to guard. You can attack every part of the field.
And this is what we're used to seeing. Yeah, a little
country.
I think a little Tim McGraw there. Maybe mixing a little T Swift. Little Zach Brown.
Okay, now you see Bucksweep. What I don't like about this is he's basically telling him what coverage he's in. He's running a cover 3 with that guy in the hard flat. So now Civil knows how to attack it.
Can't get out there with Amos as Smith hauls it in again. 5 of 6 now with Troy Aikman for Civil.
Yeah. The key to being offenses like this, you have to disguise everything. You have to make him think, but right here, Bucksweep is telling him what he's doing, but pre-play.
So 1st and 10. With these guys trying to figure it out here on their opening drives defensively. And there's Marvin Harrison.
And that's the pocket lead. That was a hitch route for only 3 or 4 yards. That went up to 10 yards because of that pocket lead ability.
Raise the glasses for a toast. Do a little bit of chicken fry.
Yeah, a little chicken fry, little Zach Brown.
A pair of jeans that fit just right. And the radio.
Not our normal playlist.
Definitely not the normal playlist.
And Madden competitive.
I've never seen this before. He's in a formation with 7 DBs against a heavy set, 2 tight ends, and a running back. It's questionable. Now he's going to try to run the ball, yeah.
Oh, delay to Portis, and he gets a block and more. Touchdown, Civil.
Yeah. I mean, I could have told you like 3 hours ago that run was going to happen. He had 7 DBs versus that formation. I'm going to run the ball every time.
9 plays, 77 yards, 3:33 off the clock.
Come on.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. This is nothing like
Just give him a touchdown.
we've experienced in the tournament up to this point.
Hell of a tackle, Coleman.
Look at that again. This is a delay.
Yeah, I see it. I usually see inside zones, but he's pulling out the 0-1 trap. I guess he likes that better than the inside zone, and it's it's paying off for him.
Boy, all smiles for the man from Michigan. He's trying to represent the Buccaneers. Has he got it on repeat?
I think I heard that same lyric 5 times now.
I mean, country music's, these songs are like 3 minutes long. You might just...
Don't you worry. If you like, passing the ball a lot, we got Clef coming up right after.
Yeah, a lot of passing here with the Buccaneers as Lamar hands it off to Portis, cuts back against the grain.
We just got to throw the ball.
And he'll pick up 3.
Yeah, we're just going to throw the way it fades when we throw the ball, man.
And the thing about it is he has no timeout, so if he drives down, slowly, and he has himself in a spot like on the 20-yard line, and he has to get 7, and he has no timeouts to spare, it's going to be tough for him. So it's pretty bad that he called all 3 timeouts in the first quarter.
2nd and 7. Hands it off to Portis. Portis gets around the edge, but can't get away from Denzel Ward. And Civil thanks him for the speed.
Denzel Ward saved so many runs. Looks like you have crib shots, but Denzel just catches up.
So that'll be a 3rd and 6 from the 37. Lamar, here comes the heat.
Come on.
And we got a 4th down coming your way. And he goes, hurry up.
Don't want to think about it or wear a ring about it. Don't want to hit the karaoke box and sing about it.
He's showing blitz. He's sending 7 while singing country music.
Think about it. Think about it. Come on. You don't get
So what's on your playlist? I never heard you sing during a contest.
Well,
I like that you play within yourself. You know, you don't try to go outside your.
I got a mix of everything.
Give me a few, man. Give me a few to add to my playlist.
Let's see. You always got to have some Drake. Everyone has Drake, I think.
All right.
I don't know. I got a lot of hype songs. I don't know the artist, though. I do have a lot of hype songs, though, just to get me, like, getting into it. But I don't know. I really don't
a lot
think
of Western European house music?
No.
No? All right. Outside, knocked down by Ward. And we got a turnover on downs and momentum, all with Civil.
That was great defense, but I felt like if he went for the pick right there, that could have been a pick 6. But he went for the swat.
So the legend, Troy Aikman, the guy that started his career at Oklahoma and then finished it up at UCLA, but he'll hand it off to Portis.
That jukebox, man, just shrugged him off. That was clowny. That's crazy.
Probably making out on the couch right now with someone new. I'm gonna need some whiskey glasses.
Wow.
Gonna make it through.
He goes back and watches this later. It's going to be real tough on him. 2-minute warning. 7-7.
That's another reason why I don't sing the songs that it's playing.
Like he's got
I'm gonna embarrass myself.
A shaded 4-tech. Has to be an ace. Like it just makes sense, right?
Here's the shotgun. He'll hand off to Portis. And this time he stops the run up the middle. It's Amos coming up with a big hit. Here comes a 3rd and 5.
Although he's on the 3rd and 5, he feels so comfortable, man. He's basically telling him what coverage he's in pre-play, like I've been saying. This is cover 3 right here.
Ball at the 28-yard line. Got to get past the 23. Keep the drive alive. Here's Aitman. Clean pocket, and there's Terrell Owens. It's my quarterback, man, down to the 19.
Man, he's dying with Troy Aikman. 7 for 8. Only 1 incompletion.
How about Terrell El Dorado Owens, the man from UT Chattanooga, coming up with a big grab. Clock on the move. He's got 2 timeouts remaining.
Does he know?
45 seconds to go.
Oh, here comes the jet sweep. He did this on me in the classic, and it caught me off by surprise. Watch this.
And he'll give it to T.O., but it gets bottled up. That's Clowney able to push back the offensive lineman, kind of blew the play up.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
That's got to be a timeout there, right? Yeah, and he finally goes for it.
It's pretty late. He's going to call timeout, call it beforehand.
That way you don't get caught with the runoff.
Yeah.
20 seconds to go in the half. Ball at the 19. He's got 1 timeout remaining.
If he's going to score a touchdown here, he's going to probably have to hit him through the seams. 2 streaks in the middle.
Here's the motion. Marvin Harrison. Nothing.
Oh, he had a touchdown. He missed him. Y was wide open.
And now you got to run it all the way down, call timeout, and kick it through.
Silva's going to be up 10-7 with ball at half. We'll see what happens.
What would be funny if he's not listening to any music at all? It's just all in his head.
No, no way.
He's back to the chicken fried. He's back to Zach Brown. 3rd and 16. 4 seconds to go. This is to break the tie. It's going to be a 41-yarder.
Ooh, Oh, he didn't even come on field goal block. You got to come on field goal block right there just in case. It can be a change of events if you block the kick and maybe take it for 6.
Yeah, it didn't have the accuracy. And we stop here at the halftime halfway point, 10-7. 10 minutes to go in this one. This is just semifinal number 1. We've had a whole lot of giveaways coming through the club championship. And for the Buccaneers, we got speedy linebacker Levante David. You can sign up. Visit Buccaneers.com/Madden. That's easy enough. Chance to enter and win yourself 84 Levante David here at the half. 10-7. Late field goal at the end of the half gives Civil a 3-point lead. And we'll see if Bucksweep can make some adjustments. But he's going to have to lock up on defense first.
Yeah, he has to change something up on defense. Civil is driving down the field effortlessly. I want to see if he does something in the second half to change
Dickerson will dive out of bounds at the 31. Two-time belt winner Draney, along with myself, Sky Cole. Here in the first semifinal, we got Nick and Lights Out. We'll be bringing you Clef the God and Duke. The game's coming up next.
Look at this defensive battle. 62 total yards for Civil. And I think 50 total yards for Bucksweep.
Portis cut through the middle. That looked like a gain of 6 or 7. That'll bring up a 2nd and 3.
I've never seen someone run 3-3-5 odd in a long time. Bucksweep pulling out something that people don't see.
Certainly not running the meta on either side of the ball.
It was the meta in Madden 18 and 19, but it's just definitely not as good this year.
Aikman swings it outside, wheel route. Clinton Portis makes a man miss, still on his feet. Gathered up at the 45. 9 of 10 for Civil with Troy Aikman.
9 for 10, he's just digging and dunking. If there's a hitch wide open, he's going to take it. He's not forcing anything. He's taking the smart play every single time.
Trying to drive down here and maybe go up 2 scores. Bucksweep just hoping for a stop. Already a minute gone by. Aikman. Hot routing it up as we get some motion from T.O. And A came open for a moment, but he makes the safe pass underneath to Marvin Harrison, and that picks up a first down.
Pocket lead. I think that was a hitch route. He passed it to the right, and it looked like he was on a drag. That's where you get pocket lead. I guess he mastered it where he will never overthrow anything. He probably, labbed it and labbed it and labbed it. Now, it's definitely a staple in his offense.
Just clearing everything out and hitting underneath. Goes back to the wheel route. And he's in field goal range.
I can't wait until there's a quarterback that has hot route master and like a little bit of speed. Hoping like Aaron Rodgers or somebody gets it later in the year. That'd be crazy.
And a 3-point game. Bucksweep certainly needs to keep him out of the end zone here. They haven't had a lot of possessions, even though Civil's putting it in the air. He's being very methodical on these drives. Flood concept. Goes to the backside. That's T.O.
There's too many dots in this playbook. I like it. 12 for 13, 110 yards. It's a beautiful Madden we're watching right here.
104 yards passing. As I mentioned, Duke and Clef the God just around the corner.
If I'm Bucksweep, I feel like if you give this man too much time in the pocket, he's going to find something open with these route combos. He's attacking every part of the field, and there's no way you can have a zone everywhere. So if I'm him, I start sending a lot of pressure, make sure he feels a little nervous out there, making quick reads, because what he's doing right now is not it.
Gonna motion T.O. again, and he'll give it to him. And Terrell will get down to the 5-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and short.
It's just a methodical drive. 8 yards, 8 yards, 8 yards, 8 yards, 8 yards. It's hard to play someone like this, man, who's so patient. Silva's a patient Madden player.
Seems like nothing bothers him.
Yeah. You see, I love playing against players who need to take the deep play every single time, or they're just gonna get mad. People who just take their short routes every time, it can definitely piss someone off on defense.
2nd and 2. Ball at the 5-yard line.
Watch for the jet touch pass. He's gonna flip. I think he's gonna flip his formation and do it again.
See if he goes inside or as he stays with the jet sweep. No, he'll move him outside. 2nd and 2. And here he comes. Back to him. Stretches it out.
Ooh, good user with Troy Apke. That could have been an easy touchdown, but as you can see, he avoided everybody, came in free, and tackled T.O.
Bucksweep trying to hold the door. Here on a 3rd and 3 from the 6, so he can still get a 1st down.
RG ain't here, but hold the door.
Shout out to my man RG. Back in 2 weeks. Working hard on some John Madden down there at Tiburon.
Oh, I thought he had a slant out on A.
Aikman. Got to get rid of it, and he can't.
Another one. Perfect.
See,
time to get your boot out.
See, that's what I'm saying. Send the pressure at him, make him think a little bit, and he gets sacked. And that's the difference between giving up 3 points and 7. I think if he put a lot of people in coverage right there, Silva's going to find the right guy.
He could have taken this to the 4th quarter.
Oh, my. I honestly haven't been looking at the clock. He really just took 5 minutes on this possession. That's actually crazy. He's giving Bucksweep 1 chance, and 1 chance only at getting the lead in this game.
Wind it all the way down. Kick is up, and it's good. Got a 6-point game. Put your 4s up. Where did the 3rd quarter go? 13-7 in favor of Civil.
Dang, I wasn't paying attention. If he scored 7 that possession, Bucksweep would be in a horrible spot. Took away 5 minutes. Bucksweep, man, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna take the lead on this possession? Is he clutch? We'll see.
Well, we'll stop you win. Come on, we'll stop you win.
This is only the 3rd possession of the ball game for Bucksweep.
I mean, this is what happens when you play players like Civil, who just take 5 yards every time. They're just okay with it, and then they just take a. And the thing about it is pre-play, they're making so many hot routes. They're taking away time from the play clock. Look at it. They both don't have that many yards because they are limited, like with possessions.
Sharp across the formation. Portis makes the first guy miss, the second one too. And he was almost out of there. But Joseph holding down.
I got scared right there for Civil. He juked out 2 people on 1 play. Clint Portis looking like a freak out there.
Linville Joseph tripping him up. This is only his 11th play of the game.
That's actually insane. 4th quarter, 11 plays. Nice job of Civil, shortening the game.
2 long drives, 1 to go into the half and 1 coming out of the locker room.
See this
4:15 to go, Drini.
This can backfire on Civil, wasting that much time because he didn't get 7. If Bucksweep actually clocks this whole 5 minutes and gets 7, Civil's in a bad spot, but he's on a 3rd and 3. Civil can probably get a stop right here. We'll see what happens.
3rd and 3 to go at the 36. We're under 4 minutes left. Both players with all 3 timeouts. Trying to make it to the final. Well, they'll face the winner of Cleft the God or Duke.
And we haven't seen much of Bucksweep's offense yet, so we don't even know what his tendencies are like. We're 3rd and 3. I have no idea if he wants to run or pass here, so it's going to be unpredictable. We'll see what happens.
He only ran that read option once.
He just ran the ball with 10 cap. 10 cap fullback DeMarco, 50 speed. I don't know if he expected to get the first down right there, but he lost 3 yards because he had a 10 cap running back there. Had no burst.
What happened in my window to get in game, huh?
4th and 6. That was surprising 3rd down call, to say the least. Talk about those wasted plays, but also wasted yards and time.
I talk about it all the time, like if you have abilities, you better use it to the fullest. You have escape artist Lamar Jackson, and I haven't seen you use it 1 time. Will he use it right here? Because he is sending the crib. He's sending 7 people at him. Let's see what happens right here. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna come in free. I need him to roll out the pocket with Lamar.
Got to get going with Lamar. He'll throw it deep.
Oh,
it's a foot race, and Tyreek can't get there.
Don't bail him out.
If that was accurate, I think Tyreek Hill gets that, but since he doesn't have dashing deadeye like Andrew Luck, that will be incomplete more times than not. Turnover on downs, and now Civil is in field goal range. All he needs to do is run the ball 3 times, and he is up by 2 possessions.
You almost think about going conservative here. Swings it outside. Portis. There is that jukebox.
Thank you. Go on, thank you.
And he's certainly in field goal range now.
Have we seen a game like this? 15 for 16. I don't think we've seen an MCS game like this in a long time.
We saw the read option from Bucksweep work.
Yeah.
And then he had the delay streaks.
Yeah.
And didn't go back to either one of them.
Ace, you see
it looked promising.
It, sees it, we all see it.
2nd and 2. Portis, he gone.
Get in there, come on,
Touchdown, Civil. And that's 2 possessions now.
If I'm Civil right there, I think I might go down and just take all 3 of his timeouts, just in case, because if he scores fast, he still has a chance at winning this game, and he'll still have his 3 timeouts. So I'm gonna make sure that if he's gonna win this game, I'm gonna take all his 3 timeouts, and he has to get the onside kick.
So you'd rather take it to the 2-minute warning and then
take his 3 timeouts and kick the field goal, make it a 2-possession game.
Especially with the runoff this year, it makes it really tough when you're out of timeouts.
Yeah.
And here's a 2-point conversion. And he will throw the bubble to T.O. I've seen that online a million times. Never thought it would work here.
I'm not a fan of, if that is his 2-point conversion play, I'm not a fan of showing it right there. I don't know if it is, but you know, he might play Clef, he might play Duke, and then they're watching right now. If he ever needs a 2-point conversion versus them, they know it's coming.
Shazier.
It'll be 2:20 to go. Portis getting to the outside.
Rayleigh, get there.
Big return to the 44. Look at this play again. This was the long bomb that forced the turnover on downs.
As you can tell, this is on the run, inaccurate, doesn't have dashing dead-eye.
Of course, Civil would get the ball back, and he would turn it into 7. Well, 8.
That's fun.
Here he is. He's motioning him out. He motioned him to the side. Usually, if you do that, you're trying to block him.
Yikes. It's hard to escape
Yeah,
with escape artists when they're on both sides.
he's sending 7,
You gotta
and
stick to running, man.
Bucksweep is only blocking
It ain't your
6.
time to pass yet, man.
There's nothing he can do.
There's no disrespect or nothing.
If you know they're blocking, if you know they're sending 7, you better block 7, or it's gonna be a long night. There he goes. He's blocking 7. I don't know if it's gonna block it though.
Yikes.
Yes, sir,
The ball's on the ground, picked up by Hull.
Is he gonna get disrespectful? Stop and go.
Oh, what a stop and go! And Shannon Sharp can't get him.
Oh!
All the way down to the 1-yard line.
I seen Civil's reaction right after he wanted that touchdown right there. He wanted to get a highlight. Ooh, man, Mike Hall.
Was that hockey great Brett Hull? Who was that?
That's Mike Hall, 10 cap, silver card.
Only a guy like Draney would know.
Yo, I know all the 10 cap good ones.
21-7. I'm not sure you just don't knee it 3 times. Kick it through. He's trying to put salt in the wounds here.
He's looking to embarrass him.
Shazier in there at tight end.
I've seen all Civil's online elimination games. He blew out, I think, everybody. So hey, he's trying to make this one
Fullback
same.
dive. Maybe lost half a yard. 2nd and goal. Boy, if Hull could have got in there, that would have been one of the highlights of the tournament.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Getting a stop and go on Lamar Jackson 93 speeder, or 91, 92 speed. And then Mike Hall's around like, what, 75 speed? That'd be crazy.
Portis will get in there.
Thanks, Jacob.
Pours it on here in the 4th quarter for Civil. And he's going to make it 28-7. This is 28 unanswered.
I'm telling you, man. That's
And there's a reason people probably aren't running the Packers playbook.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the thing. When you run something people haven't seen before, you know, you're going to catch it by surprise the first possession. You're going to score. But then after that, is it good once they know what's coming?
But he never repeated anything.
Yeah,
I'll go back to like
the sweep.
Yeah, he had the read option for 14 yards. I'm not saying it's a good play to go to every down. He had the delayed streaks. We never saw those ever again.
Yeah.
1st and 10. It's like he was playing CFM and he could call the same play twice.
Maybe he's just overthinking it. And he has Brandon King 10 cap. He has Brandon King and Lucan on the outside just screaming.
Making work happen. Here's Clinton Portis, cuts it back against Apke. 80 seconds to go. And he's just going to run this off and get out of here.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. He's just running the ball. I think he's just trying to waste all the time.
How do you know what Hamilton's going to do?
Oh, I'd feel super disrespected if Civil called time out here and wanted the ball back. Oh, man.
I think Civil's ready to find out who he's going to be playing. Clef the God, Duke coming up next. Didn't turn out the way the man from Sarasota, Bucksweep, was hoping. But the 19-year-old from Quincy, Michigan.
Tough player.
Headset off for Bucksweep. He's going to punt this game away.
Can't wait to see who he plays in round 2.
Gentlemanly head shake, and yeah, we won't even have a punt here. GG's. It's going to be Civil moving on to the final. Only played 8 games on the ladder. He was 6-2, but he's coming here and really looked good. Put up 28 points. All those unanswered after giving up an opening touchdown. And he certainly looks like one to beat. And all I know is we're going to have a good final, whether it's Duke or Clef. You can see the bracket here. 28-7, Civil moving on to the final. And then you got the #1 seed, Clef the God from PlayStation 4. He'll take on Duke, but it's Civil time, and he's hanging out with Evan.
All right, we got the winner here of the semifinal, heading on to the finals. It is your first victory here, Civil, to actually earn some money in the MCS. You came into this tournament with 0 career earnings. How does it feel, man, to get that paycheck?
I mean, it feels great, man. It's going to help me out a ton. It's going to help out the families, help me out with schools. It's great. It feels awesome, man.
Are you in school right now?
Yeah. I go to college at Western Michigan University. Go Broncos, baby.
All right. What's that like being in school while also competing? And then obviously you've done really well.
I mean, I work a full-time job too, so like it's hectic.
A lot. What do you do?
I work over at FedEx Freight.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I work there, drive a forklift, pretty cool.
Man, so when are you labbing with Madden? Is it after work?
I mean, a lot of times, yeah.
Where do you find
a lot of times, yeah, it's after, it's late at night, about 10 p.m., 11 p.m. for a couple hours, and we're off for the day.
Wow.
And usually Sundays, got Friday nights, Saturday nights, I like to hang out with friends and whatnot. So usually Sunday's my Madden day, so.
It's awesome to see you do that with that limited time and how much is going on. But let's get back to the game for a second. You had some amazing plays, and you actually took some rhythm. I do have to say, let's take a look at that key 4th down stop you had when you sent the house over to Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he was passing, or I really hoped he was passing. And I knew he couldn't pick up the blitz, so I mean, it was really simple.
It just worked out for you.
Yeah, I knew he couldn't pick up the blitz. I knew he was going to roll out. I was afraid of the corner route on the left side. He rolled away from that, so I wasn't really that concerned. And it was really just a matter of Lamar couldn't make the throw. I don't know if Champ would have played that or not.
Yeah.
He was next to him, but he might have got some kind of rat gag or something. So that was great.
Well, I love these interviews because everybody's got a different flavor and style. And you brought a new flavor to Madden, at least in this studio, some country music. You were singing it out loud.
Oh, yeah.
You gave us a little bit of a concert out there. So were you listening to that? Was it on repeat?
No, I just had it. So I made my playlist, and I just had it shuffling through. I got a lot of Luke Bryan on there, some Morgan Wallen in there, whiskey glasses, whatever. But nah, I like to sing, having fun.
Yeah.
That's all about.
And that's, I'm sure, what you listen to back at home.
Oh, yeah.
But is that how important is that, specifically country music, to get you in the zone, get you in the rhythm? You don't do the hype stuff
really.
to kind of do
I mean, I got a couple hype songs in there, but no, I mean, it's just doing something I'm comfortable with, just trying to make it feel like I am back home, so I'm not nervous because, we got cameras here, a whole lot of money on the line, so just making sure I don't really get nervous about it. But I mean, I think that's real important, actually, yeah.
Well, I got good news, bad news. Hopefully you don't get more nervous, but there is more money coming up on the line now in the finals. You're going to have a chance to deal with that. Congratulations. We'll see you in the finals, man. Of course, Civil taking that first one. The Buccaneers have 1 player through, and of course, you're going to be